Ready.
Hello, this is Geraldine with RVA, Let the Chips Fall Where They May. And today I'm so happy to bring to you the Democratic nominee for Sheriff for City of Richmond is Antoinette V. Irving. Thank you for taking the time to share with the viewers and talk to me, because I know your schedule is super busy and you have a lot going on. We're down to the wire now. November 7th is Election Day. I'm bringing this to you because I want you all to learn something about the candidates. Voting is very important if we want to make a change and impact a difference. We many times tend to be like, okay, someone has it locked in, or we feel that, it's just not that important, but it is if we want change. So thank you, Antoinette. Thank you. So tell us how things have been going, getting ready for this race.
Absolutely. Thank you, first of all, for having me. This race has been moving fast, and you have to run faster than the next person. I learned that as a kid, that if you want to be in the position to be victorious, you got to outrun whomever your competitors are. And at this point, it's been a really wild race, but we're ready, we're prepared, we're in the position to make sure that we can do right by the citizens of Richmond. I'd be honored to serve you all at the City of Richmond as your next sheriff. And we're just still working hard. We're still taking contributions for our campaign. It's not too late to join Team Irving. Go to irvingforsheriff.com and join us. But it's just been an honor to be the Democratic candidate right now for sheriff here in the City of Richmond. And it's so important to vote. And I know you're talking about me as the Richmond candidate, but it's so important that we here in the city as well as in the state of Virginia that we vote and vote your conscience. Vote how you feel that it will benefit you and your family for the next years to come, because it's very important. Don't sit this one out. As President Obama said, let's not sleep on this race. It's so important that we get out and vote and make sure that we're making a difference in the lives of the people in our households as well as the people in our communities. And I really do appreciate you giving me the time today to come by and just say hello and just to talk. And I appreciate you guys coming out to the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club. It's my background, it's the angel that's been on my shoulder that has helped me for so long to ensure that I didn't make some of the mistakes that other people that I know have made. They've always been watching over me, and now we're engaging in a new project here at the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club, and hopefully in 2018 we'll have a lot of things that we can offer the community, not just the young kids that come through here and the lives that they've saved here with the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club, but just to save the community and have a nice output for what we can do here in the City of Richmond, because we're not what people say about us. We are better than that. We are a loving community, and we love what we do here at the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club. We change lives every day, and we make dreams come true. And they've been so much to me, so it's an honor to have you guys to come into the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club and share this moment with me prior to the election. We're 1 week away, as of today, we're 1 week away to making another dream happen.
We are. And where exactly, for those of you that don't know, this Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club is located?
We're located at 3701 R Street. We're the hidden treasure in the bottom of Church Hill. Some people say at the top of Church Hill, but we're the hidden treasure back here in the corner that people don't know about. And we would love for as many people as possible to come by and visit. Bring your kids. It's a loving place with the opportunity for growth for young people, for all their dreams to come true.
And we're going to be able to show you all, we're going to have some clips that are going to come up that are going to show you what this Boys and Girls Club looks like. And I just appreciate the fact that you're also on a board with them, correct?
Right. I'm on the advisory council here at the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club, simply because I was a member here. I started here in 1979, to tell my age, from my high school years. But this is the place where a lot of things began for me. I used to be in the gym over there, and hopefully they'll get an opportunity to show you that. But I was in that gym before the door opened. I was knocking the door down to get in, and they had to put me out in the evening times, because that made a difference in how successful I became with basketball and my leadership skills as well. I was the Girl of the Year here at the Boys and Girls Club, and it just did so much for me, and I can't talk about it enough. I know we're here to talk about the election and things of that nature, but the Boys and Girls Club, I can't talk about it enough.
Wow. And to see your passion and your connection to it and staying connected through everything else that you've had going on even prior to running for this position. I know we've dealt with a lot of community. We've had a lot of community events here. And for those of you that don't know, that's why I wanted to bring her before you all. Antoinette's connection to our city is unbelievable. There are so many things that she's connected and involved with outside of when she was working, when she was a major, doing a lot of operational things in a former facility, which was Henrico County. And just to see the time that she takes, and a lot of people really don't know her. They see her and they think, okay, you know, she may be a little hard to approach, or no, I did not know. I was so fortunate to be able to connect with her and do so many things and see her community connection and to see the genuine desire that she has, and that's important. That's important. You're heavily connected through our community, and thank you for playing that role. You're definitely a role model.
It's so important that we give back. It's our responsibility. As one of our spokesmen for Shaw University, Mr. Willie Gary, always says, it's our responsibility to give back because we can't afford not to. Because what has happened for us in life is our responsibility to make sure that we give back to other people. And I could have been one of the individuals that would be in an institution instead of being one of the individuals that's trying to run and lead that institution. Simply because I'm from the same streets and the same neighborhoods that a lot of people that are incarcerated are from. You know, I grew up in Creighton Court. I've been living here in Churchill since I left Creighton Court, and actually living in the same home now, in the same neighborhood, in the same area. Actually, I walk to the Boys and Girls Club most of the time. But it's so important that we give back because our kids can only model what they see. If they don't see us in a positive manner, then they think what they see that's negative is positive because that's the only thing that they see. So we have to make sure that we engage ourselves with them on a daily basis to let them know that they're valuable and that we value them for what it is they can also contribute to our communities. And some of us don't realize the impact that we have on our young people and that we have on our communities. So it's so important that we do that and stay involved with what's going on with our people.
And you have truly done that. And along with that, I want to say something else. This is something that I'm going to tell you Antoinette does not, I know she doesn't dismiss it, but it's not something that she places on the forefront. And your path of education has been awesome. She does not use that title, but she received her PhD. She's a doctor. And her degree is in business administration, criminal justice. And this all has been going on, you know, for a while. And you kicked that door in. So could you tell us and tell the viewers, because a lot of people don't know your education path, not that it's leading for a sheriff's position, but your desire to stay what you've personally desired. Could you tell us about that, please?
Well, I feel that the education is always the key to what happens to you in the future. And I know it depends on now, it's not so much as academic, but it's vocational. It's something that they can't take away from you. And growing up in Creighton, I always said that I would have something in my life that nobody could ever take from me. I would make sure that my parents never would have to pay for me to go to college. So my thing is to ensure all of that I gain as much knowledge and information that I possibly could. School has always been important to me. I was a nerdy kid that liked to go to school, and actually now I go over to the elementary school, Woodville. At least once a week I try to go over and walk the kids to school because that was an important part of my life to ensure that there's somebody that's looking out for young people in our communities. I'm a Richmond Public School product, HBCU product. And education is just so important to me. And as a personal goal, you know, I always have wanted to reach my highest height that I could on an academic level or an educational level. And it's taken a while for me to accomplish that. As while I was working, I got my master's degree in administration. And since such time, I've gotten my PhD actually during the last campaign. I actually defended my dissertation the day before the primary and was successful with that. And actually, just last week, I actually got my published copy of my dissertation. So that actually put a closing stamp on that part of my education. And not saying I won't go and do something else, because as they say, I always have some type of book or something in my hand and always wanted to feed into my brain as to what else can I do. Because I don't think we should ever stop learning. We can learn something every day, whether it's something on an educational level or whether it's something that we can learn from another person. It's important that we learn something each and every day in order to have a good makeup for ourselves, in order to be able to provide for our community, because our communities are so important. And in that, my goal is to ensure that our young people that have come through the same path that I've come through can see that you can accomplish any dream that you want to. Because a lot of times our young people are in negative situations or being given negative feedback, and I want them to be able to look at me and say, if she can do it, I know I can do it, because I'm no different than they were. You know, my thing is to give them opportunities and give them some vision of what it is that they can see, because I had to see that somehow, and some days I had to see it on my own, because I didn't always have positive role models around me. I'm a child of substance abuse and domestic violence, so I had to live through a lot of those things growing up in the projects. I realized as an adult that my dad had PTSD from serving in the military, and the way that he treated our family was not always the most positive. However, not understanding that and not knowing that as a kid, I had to realize as an adult that I was a child of substance abuse and domestic violence, and I want to make sure that young people know that there is a way out. And this path to being a sheriff, we've been working on this for a while now, for 12 years, and we're seeing the finish line. And our goal is to make sure that we can do things for our community, that we can keep people safe, and we can make sure that individuals have the right opportunities, even though they're incarcerated. But we want to make sure they have the right opportunities to be able to come back into each and every community that they touch and be a positive role model for someone. It's not just for themselves. Because it's important that we provide the tools and resources for people, but we also provide the right opportunities for them to be connected and do the things they need to do, whether it's job opportunity, whether it's educational opportunity, whether it's parenting, domestic violence classes. We need to make sure that individuals are getting those things.